another quick video because I have to be quiet again today, but I was reading this book today. It's a very interesting book, but something stood out to me, and it was that it basically urged you against copying other people and doing what they do, and that in the age of the internet, when we have all this information, we're so bombarded with information that a lot of it is low quality information. And basically the whole premise is, if you copy what somebody else was, maybe your idols, all you're going to become is a parody of them, but not yourself. And so the whole chapter was usually about listening to your heart, and that we have heart in our minds, and when they're in tune, is when you are like the real you, and when your dreams really realize in reality. And the whole idea was, with all the information we have these days, your mind is overcrowded so much that it silences out your heart. And so your mind sees all these things you want, and then it tries to go copy them. But then you just become like an off-brand version of this other person that you're trying to be. But in reality, if you cut out all the noise and just had no input, eventually you would start to understand what you wanted, what in your heart you actually desired. And the whole point was that you know everything that you know in order to realize what you desire. And you might be thinking like I did, like, no, I don't know how to run a business, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to do that. But that's not what it means. It means like you already know what you want. You just have so much noise that you don't have the time to really consider what it is that you actually want. And what you really want is probably different than what you think you want based on what you see all these other people doing and trying to copy them. And so what I would urge you to do, and what I'm going to try and do, is I'm trying to slowly cut out all external information besides like Googling things or using AI to like learn new skills, but like opinions and like podcasts and even music to a certain extent, but mostly social media. You cut out all that external input, and you're left with your own thoughts and your own ideas and your own creative, like, well, creative creations is probably not a very good way to put it, but you're left with your creative self. You're not stealing these ideas and then claiming them as your own. You're brewing your own from within, and that is how you become somebody who is successful and different. There's a book, I haven't read it, but it's called Originals, The Originals, and the whole premise is it's about people who are unique, and like really it's gonna be like the monuments, like Elon, like the people in society that are like well known, successful, and like pinnacles of society. And it's kind of like that in that like all of those people, we try to copy them so that we can be them, but that won't work because we're not them. What those people did is they just tried to be themselves, and they created something new and different, and that's why they're as successful as they are. And so it's basically just urging you to stop taking all the external feedback from other people and input from other people and what they tell you that you should be doing or what you actually want, and sit with yourself alone, figure out what you actually want, and then go get it. You'll be your own original person without ideas stolen from other people, and that will attract other people, and inevitably you will become successful because you were original. That's the only way. You don't get successful by copying other people. Sure, you can like learn new skills from other people. That's different. But what I mean is like, this is exactly what he did step by step. I'm going to do the same thing. Well, you're not him. And if you do follow that, then all you're going to be is this off-brand version of somebody else. Why would you want that? Why wouldn't you want to be the main character of yourself? Because really what you are is, you're not the main character in that situation. You're a sub-character. You're like the off-brand version. And like, if you want that, okay, but I don't want that. And so if you really want to be your own original, successful person, you have to figure it all out yourself and go on your own path. And the way that you do that is by cutting out the external input from all the things telling you what you want. Become your own person, and then your desires will actually come from your own heart and not from other people's. And that's how you become an original person who is successful and at peace with who they are. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Think on it, because it's something that I want to do better at.